welcome back. Well, the FastNet Ferns are about to get their World Netball Series underway. First game up against South Africa very shortly. And if we talk about South Africa, last year they actually did not win a game in the FastNet competition. And we were talking earlier, Kath, about Jamaica being a bit disappointing over the last few years, but South Africa haven't really improved since the last World Champs either, have they?
Oh, not a great deal, but they've got some potential there. You know, there's some players at the World Champs like Msomi at wing attack. She was a real live wire and she certainly sparked the attackers. But as I said earlier, their shooting really let them down. They got enough ball but just couldn't get it through the hoop. And as we know, in our game and particularly in FastNet, it's pretty important to do that.
Erin Bergertan's amazing that at the World Championship, a team that weren't in the final, or a player, she came away with Player of the Tournament.
Amazing. Yeah, it was. I think we were all... Look, she had a fantastic tournament, but I guess it was a... I guess you always look at that person who wins that thing and you think it's probably going to come from the final. So, you know, a big well done to her. And she will be the general in the side there and lead this team today because it's a big ask for them up against the FastNet Ferns.
So what will Waimarama Tamanu do? She's got a team over there. 10 of them are Silver Ferns. Does she start with her youngies or does she start with the experienced ones? I mean, you look at, you know, Maria Tutaya, Irene van Dijk. Anna Thompson's been in the team for a while. She hasn't had a start. You just go, right, this is her chance. Get her on there. Get her on there with Ria and have Irene on the bench. Yeah. What do? Mix it up?
I think she'll mix it up.
OK, let's cross now to Sky Sport commentator Jenny Woods for the start of the Ferns versus Africa game.
Thanks, Anna. New Zealand and South Africa, the last of the 6 teams in Liverpool to take the court. We've already seen Australia account for Jamaica and England way too strong for Fiji, taking it away by around 20 goals. So we await the arrival on court of New Zealand. The Fast Ferns led for this tournament by Irene van Dijk, so adding another feather to her array of caps, you could say. And South Africa, a side yet to register a win in the FastNet, but certainly putting out for this tournament in Liverpool a pretty strong side. A lot of their players are here who performed reasonably well for them at the World Championships in Singapore earlier this year, and they will be wanting to improve their record. But a big ask for South Africa this morning up against the Fast Ferns, the defending champions. In fact, New Zealand, the only side to have won the FastNet in both incarnations that we've seen so far. So a big hill to climb here for South Africa. And it will be very interesting to see what sort of tactics New Zealand take into this side, into this game, I should say. Will they play the traditional sort of ordinary game of netball that we're so used to, as they have in the past series, or will they embrace it? And this has been a problem perhaps in this series than we've seen in the last 2 years, where a couple of teams have really got into it. They've rolled the subs, they've gone for the 2-pointers, but the other teams have perhaps just gone out and basically played a short game of netball. So this is something that we can look forward to seeing, is to see which way Waitomonu calls it. Of course, her first series of FastNet. We've already seen Australia this morning. They certainly played the traditional game. Their coach, Lisa Alexander, made it very clear before the series that that's what they were going to do because she felt that that was the way to win. And that may prove to be the case. But certainly this crowd here in Liverpool would like to see a bit of razzmatazz, I think. 2-pointers being put up, players taking the court at will. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Big crowd here at Echo Arena in Liverpool, as there always is for the FastNet series. Anna Scarlett there, being sent back. So, huge ball in, and well done, South Africa. Their first on the board, Krishna Botha, this very tall South African shooter. Let's have another look at that. Nothing Sulu Tony Fitzpatrick could do about that, and what a big day for Tony Fitzpatrick, just 19. She'll be pleased to get a start. And here's a good turnover forced by South Africa, held ball against New Zealand. South Africa wasting no time. Although they're going backwards now. Setting up again. Dangerous pass, so in turn, very good pressure from New Zealand. Aaron Berger will be disappointed with that pass, but it was the result of very good defensive pressure from the FastNet Ferns. Millie Lees at wing attack. Good to see her back in the international game. And there is Proteas putting New Zealand on the board. So, relatively low scoring in this first quarter. Pity for South Africa. Botha just unable to haul that high ball in.
Centre contact.
And now Berger called for the contact. Bit of a raggedy old start here. That's better play from the Ferns. And nicely finished by Proteas. Africa will want to hit back quickly. And remember, substitutions can roll on at will during this form of the game. They go to the substitutions area, hold up a paddle, and make it clear they want to come on, and on they come. Scarlett feeding from the back. There's Van Dijk. So an interesting blend of old and new chosen for New Zealand by Tomonu in this first match. Certainly a lot of experience at that shooting end of the court. But good to see a couple of youngsters in there as well in the form of Lees and Connie Fitzpatrick. Just too quick, South Africa, for their own good. Nicely done, Aaron Berger. She is a dynamo in that centre position for South Africa. Seems to get just about every second pass.
Barney's contact wing with her, with the goal defence across.
Good attempt at a two-pointer, it missed, but at least they're trying them. And to add to that, they've got the ball back. So good work here from South Africa. They're certainly keeping New Zealand pinned down. 3-2, the Ferns lead.
Pause, goalkeeper, pause.
That's a nice get from Botha.
Contact. Both of you, contact.
Scarlett, as always, making a nuisance of herself. So South Africa level. Just over a minute remaining in this first quarter. Remember, the quarter's 6 minutes long. New Zealand with the throw-in.
Let's go attack.
Nice work. New Zealand keeping their noses in front. But certainly South Africa so far giving a pretty good account of themselves. That's not such a good one. Easy pickings for Anna Scarlett.
Barney's offside, shooter.
And there's a young player who should be mentioned, Shannon Francois. Our first look at her on the international stage. So a big moment.
Contact Kings, pass shot where you are, shoot. Yes. Advantage goal, contact.
So just a few seconds left in this first quarter. New Zealand leading 5-3. South Africa, they'll have to move quickly as the crowd counts down. Too late. So at the end of the first quarter, the FastNet Ferns lead South Africa 5-3. Net Ferns quickly back onto the court. They want to get on with this game against South Africa. They lead 5-3. And you can see in the huddle is before they came back onto the court, the captain Van Dijk having plenty to say. So second quarter underway in Liverpool, 5-3. New Zealand over South Africa. New Zealand probably will want to really take this game and stamp their authority on it. What a good start. Anna Thompson on at goal attack, straight into her work. She's a bit of a veteran of the FastNet series, Thompson.
Contact, Keats. Yes, with the keeper. Yes.
Yeah, in goal defence, the return to the international game of Katrina Grant. Missed the latter stages of the year through injury. So no doubt she will be revelling being back on court. And Jess Tukey, another substitution at quarter time. Yes, Anna Thompson off balance. Chance here for South Africa. Holtzhausen deciding to go back. Here she is again. Goal attack for South Africa and into Bolter. Grant called for coming over the top. Christina Bolter, pretty experienced shooter for South Africa. So they're certainly keeping in touch. Van Dijk out of the circle on one leg. In fact, no one in the circle. There's Thompson. Thompson and Van Dijk all bunched in one corner. Look at that from Berger. Brilliant.
Party distraction wing. Party offside centre.
Well played, South Africa. They level. The South Africans had the New Zealand shooters herded into one little pocket. Swart easily into Thompson. And Thompson looks as though she means business. South Africa going nowhere at the moment. So good pressure. Millie Lees up over the passer. Yes, good defence, New Zealand. Forced South Africa into the big ball, and it was easily taken by Tony Fitzpatrick at the back. Now Amanda Mainhart, goalkeeper and captain for South Africa, called out. So a better run of play for the FastNet Ferns. So neither of these sides making any running substitutions so far in this game. It's deciding that they'll leave it for the break.
Offside, please, onside, yes.
Oh, Holtzhausen thought about the two-pointer, but Katrina Grant did well, got out there, and did enough to make her think again. Let's see what she does with this. In the end, they take the traditional route, and it works for them. So very little in this match. Thompson thought about it, had a look, and then offloaded.
With me, just there.
Remember, in this game, each team can choose one quarter as a power play. You won't miss it. They push a big thing on the side, and there's a siren and flames, and the power play is on. And all what that means is that any goal scored will be 2 points.
Obstruction centre penalty.
So far, we've seen the teams take it in the third quarter, and that could well be the same here.
Outside.
South Africa with the penalty. This time she has a crack. It's long.